But the neighbors noticed that something wasn't right. And I guess they looked into the window, they could see him on the floor, so they climbed in the window and he was dead. My dad's name was Billy Joe Solomon. He was 67. My dad has a story about, I think they were in Italy or something with the other guys in the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like checking in, and my mom and my dad went up to the hotel room for a minute. And
then you were conceived?
According to him, he remembers. I was like, how do you know them for sure? That's the only time. And then he got a job for Amico Chemicals. He made plastic. He worked at a chemical plant, and he made oil into plastic for decades. That's the only, I think he worked at the same place on Normandy Avenue. I can only guess how many years, for 30 or forever he worked.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a little kid, I'd ride my bicycle up Artesian on the train tracks down Normandy and ride over to his work on my bicycle. I mean, every time that I hang out with him, it's always fun, and there's always a laugh. For 20-something years, he's had a bad heart. He's got congestive heart failure. He had a triple bypass when he was like 40. Several heart attacks since then. He had a stroke just recently. And through all that shit, it seemed like he kept getting better and better. Like this time, he died with those pills in his hand, the nitroglycerin. So, he left the groceries in the car, and he I guess he was struggled to get up the stairs. He probably didn't have the pills with him. But the neighbors noticed that something wasn't right, that he didn't bring his groceries up. And they said he always leaves the door open, and the door was shut. And I guess they looked into the window, and they could see him on the floor, so. So they climbed in the window and he was dead. Like they knew on this day, if things weren't going right. It was on the 18th. His heart has always been bad. I was supposed to be hereditary. I was supposed to have a bad heart. But I'm like 7 years past the age of his first triple bypass. And I pedal my bike all day, every day, so I don't know.
Yeah, and maybe you think, I don't know if the chemicals and wherever he worked for so many years, probably.
I never thought of that. It's weird that he'd be all fucked up at 40 years old.
Yeah, 40's young.
Nobody has a triple. He didn't just have a triple bypass. He nearly died. It's a massive heart attack. I never even considered that. What you just said. When you walk into his plant, there's big signs everywhere about carcinogens. Obviously, he was dealing with poisonous shit for his whole life.
Yeah.
But I thought that gives you cancer, not a heart attack. He's always been super patient. If we're ever fighting about something, it's always just because he was trying to make me do the right thing. And I was probably not the very best kid. They roughed up my girlfriend right in front of his house. Years into it, I would be doing my editing, and if I turn around and look, I'd see him smiling or laughing, sitting back there watching it. Or he would. I think a lot of the shit I do, I just think all my good qualities I feel like came from him. I feel like I've been able to do any of the things that I've done that people appreciate or that are different is probably only because of him. You know what I mean? Even if he wasn't fully on board from the start, he wasn't, he was on board enough where I could still come to his house, edit my videos. He wouldn't interfere or get in the way. I was really lucky to have him.